Hello, students. My name is Christina Jump. I am the Civil Litigation Department Head within the Legal Division of the Muslim Legal Fund of America, or MLFA. That's a whole bunch of letters and a whole bunch of names to mean that I've been a lawyer for a long time. I do civil rights and First Amendment law. And let's talk about what you need to think about if you might want to protest. First of all, think about if you want to protest. Either way is okay. Do you have that legal right under the First Amendment? Yes, you do. Do you have to exercise it? No, you do not. If you're not comfortable doing it, don't. You got to mean it if you're going to do it. Maybe there's a better fit for you. Maybe there's a different way that you can help out. You can still show whatever it is that you want to show. You can still express yourself in many different ways. If you decide that you want to protest, let's keep you legal. So, a few things to consider. First, do your homework. And by that, I don't necessarily mean your coursework. That's between you and your professors or you and your parents. What I mean is look up where you're going. Is it a public facility or a private facility? You need to know that because different laws apply. Do they have a handbook or a procedure manual? Do they have any set of requirements for people who show up there for any public events? Are you required to get a permit in order to protest? How long does it take to get a permit? What does it take to get a permit? These are all questions for you to ask before you even start. Do your homework. Second, don't take the bait. Don't get violent. Violence is never protected speech under the First Amendment. Maybe it's legally self-defense if somebody strikes you first, but it's never protected speech. No matter what somebody says, no matter how offensive, no matter how awful they are, no matter how understandable it would be to respond, don't do it. Don't take the bait. That's not why you're there. Next, learn the language. And by that, I mean make sure that you know a few key terms that you will need to know in this situation. For example, if somebody says, oh, I'm sorry, you can't protest here because we don't allow protests on Tuesdays, and you think that's not true, there's no way that's accurate, don't tell them that they're full of a bunch of bull. Don't tell them that that's baloney. Don't tell them anything else that I'm not going to say in the video because it would get bleeped. The legal word for that not being the real reason is to say not that's a bunch of bull, but you say that sounds like pretext. Pretext is the legal word that means the same thing. Sounds a lot smarter, will get you a lot farther. Pretext. Learn the lingo. That's just one example. Next, call home. And I don't necessarily mean call your mom, but I bet she would be glad to hear from you, especially if you're thinking about protesting and she wants to know that you're safe. What I do mean is make a communication plan before you go. Stay in touch with somebody who's not going. Tell them when you're going. Tell them when you expect to be gone. Tell them when you expect to be back. If you make a plan that you're going to send a text every hour that just says still good, then make sure that you do that. Make sure that you call a roommate, a friend, a significant other, a lawyer, whoever it is that you want to be in touch with. Stay in touch and make a plan. Call home. So, if you do all of those things, your last thing to think about is, what if you're scared? Well, then you're human. That's totally normal. And in fact, you should be. And it is an instinctual reaction that serves a lot of good purposes because it keeps you alert. Again, whether you decide to protest is up to you. There is no right or wrong answer. If you decide to protest, do it the right way. Do your homework. Don't take the bait. Learn the language. Call home. Stay safe. Stay legal. And click below for more.